In today's news, President Biden is seriously considering proposals on Supreme Court term limits, ethics code. Washington, AP, President Joe Biden is seriously considering proposals to establish term limits for U.S. Supreme Court justices and an ethics code that would be enforceable under law, amid growing concerns that the justices are not held accountable, according to 3 people briefed on the plans. This marks a major shift for Biden, who was the former head of the Senate Judiciary Committee, who has long resisted calls to reform the U.S. High Court, although since taking office he has been increasingly vocal about his belief that the court is abandoning mainstream constitutional interpretation. These details were first reported by The Washington Post. Any changes would require congressional approval, which would be unlikely in a divided Congress. But with Republican nominee Donald Trump bragging about putting the 3 justices on the High Court who are now part of the conservative majority, Biden's call for major changes could help animate his voters. Biden is also considering calling for a constitutional amendment that would eliminate the broad immunity for presidents granted by the court in its most recent term, after Donald Trump claimed he was immune from prosecution for his actions on John 6, 2021, when a mob of his supporters violently descended on the U.S. Capitol. The people were not authorized to speak publicly about proposals that have not been finalized and spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity.